Welcome to Doodle Healing the Warrior Way podcast, where your life is your masterpiece. I'm Cindy Bayless, your Doodle Warrior Coach, here to help you turn self-doubt into unshakable confidence, rediscover your purpose, and create a life you can't wait to wake up to. Grab your favorite pen and let's doodle your way to clarity, joy, and freedom, one episode at a time. Hey, Warrior Sister. Today we're talking about hope. Not the cross your finger kind, but the kind that fuels your future. Have you ever had a time in your life when you lost hope? Me too. And I want to share a story about it with you. There was a time in my life when hope felt impossible. I was a stay-at-home mom raising 6 kids when my husband of 29 years announced he wanted a divorce. He had already filled out the paperwork, talked to an attorney, and just needed my signature. And at that moment, my hopes and dreams were shattered, and I couldn't imagine a happy future. On top of that, I had no job experience, no education, no plan for what came next. I was just a mom of 6 kids. I remember thinking, what am I supposed to do? Where do I go from here? And the only answer I had was this: just take a single step. So I looked around and I thought about it and I took a tiny step forward. I made an appointment with a marriage counselor and I mourned the loss of what I thought was supposed to be my life. And then I took another step. I started creating my resume and then I rested. And then another step. I looked for and applied for a job and I waited. And each tiny step forward, no matter how hard or each tiny step forward, no matter how hard or insignificant it felt, got me moving forward. That's when I learned something about hope. Hope is not just wishful thinking. Hope is the confident expectation of good. It's believing that even if today feels dark, light is still ahead. It's trusting that God's goodness is still available to you and that better days are still possible. When we lose hope, we lose energy, we lose courage, and we lose our way. But when we hold on to hope, even in the smallest ways, it changes our trajectory. So, how do we actually build hope when life feels heavy? I like to break it down into something simple: the hope framework. It's 4 stepping stones that give us fuel for the future. The first step is hold on. When I was in that season, I used to think, I am struggling. I said it when I woke up. I said it throughout the day. And I even said it as I closed my eyes and laid my head on my pillow. It became my mantra inside of my head. And as you can imagine, I felt defeated. One day I realized I can't keep saying this to myself. So I started changing my thoughts. Instead of saying, I'm struggling, I began whispering, hold on, keep going, just take another step. I didn't believe I could hold on or keep going. But the more I said it, the more my heart began to trust it. That's what hope looks like. It's not a big miracle. It's a quiet choice to change the words you're feeding your mind. Second step is one step. Hope doesn't demand a full plan. It just asks for one step, and it can be a tiny baby step. That's what I learned in my darkest days. I couldn't fix everything, but I could choose to keep moving forward. Get out of bed, make a phone call, write down one hopeful thought. Small steps add up to big motion. Every step forward is proof that you're making progress. The third step, P, power of encouragement. Encouragement from others is wonderful, but there are days when no one else could give it to me. I had to learn to encourage myself with my own thoughts. So I started thinking, I've got this. I am resilient. I am strong. I am brave. Those words became my inner cheerleader when nothing else was going right. And you have the same power. You can speak encouragement into yourself right now, right where you are. The last step is E for energy from within. Hope needs fuel, and the fuel is the thoughts you choose. Discouraging thoughts drain your energy. Energizing thoughts lift you. I started practicing thoughts like, I get to create a life I love, one choice at a time. The best is yet to come. And I'm just getting started. These thoughts didn't change my situation overnight, but they gave me energy to take the next step. Want to, and here's the part I want you to hear, friend. In the end, my husband and I decided to fight for our marriage. It was a long, rough, hard road, but step by step, we found our way back to each other. Hope didn't fix everything overnight, but it gave me the strength to keep showing up one step at a time. And if hope can carry me through that, it can carry you too. So, sister, if you're in a dark season, remember this. Hope is not about seeing the Hope is not about seeing the entire staircase. It's about holding on, taking one step, encouraging yourself, and fueling your heart with energy. You don't have to wait for someone else to hand you. You don't have to wait else to hand you hope. Go out and start creating hope for yourself today. Because, warrior sister, it's your life and your masterpiece. Thanks for listening to Doodle Healing the Warrior Way podcast, where your life is your masterpiece. If today's episode inspired you, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend who needs a little encouragement. Want more? Grab my free Doodle Your Vision Board guide. The link is in the description below. Remember, you are the warrior of your story. Your life, your masterpiece.